Hi, beautiful people. This is October 14th, 2020, your daily channel message. So there's a whole background I need to tell you about what happened in the first video I made. So I was talking about your soul family, and I just started talking about that. Now, I don't know why, but I was shuffling these cards, and I was saying how we're going to bring out just a card to talk about that. And then, there was this little bug on the wall, and I had to kill it. And sorry about saying that, but some people take them outside, but I'm just going to kill it. Okay, it's just a little bug, and I'm sure I'm a bug that somebody might kill at some point. But anyway, what do you do? What's the whole point about the bug story? Well, there's a few things about that. That's why it's being included in the story. One of the things is, if you were looking at your life from a different perspective, what would you see? Okay. And so you're being asked to kind of look at something from a different perspective. If you were a fly on the wall or a bug on the wall and you saw everything that was going on right now, what's the observation? Okay. That's the first thing. The second thing is, are you in a safe place? Are you in a place where you're in danger just by being there? Okay. And so, I know that's weird, right? Okay, moving forward. First card here is empowerment. This is the need to be grounded and understand how strong you are and that you have stamina. Grounded, strength, and stamina. And also right here, this beautiful woman on this beautiful unicorn. It's magical, but she knows she has to be grounded to do the work. She knows she has to be strong to endure whatever's happening. She knows that she needs to have stamina to keep going, to pace herself. And I know I might need some allergy medicine with all this thing going on in my head. Anyway, back to this, back to you. Okay, she also wields the sword of truth here. Okay, that's a heavy burden. It's a big burden. Okay, it's heavy, and you better be strong if you're going to walk in your truth. So, back to the fly on the wall or the bug on the wall. What would you see? Would you see honesty in your life? Would you see something you would be proud of for others to see? Would they be proud of that? Okay, now, next card is Ice Queen. Ice Queen is the number 22, which is, double numbers are kind of like messages, okay? So 22, each two represents choices. Also 2 and 2 is 4, that's foundation. So what choices have you made recently, or whatever time period is part of this reflection here? What kind of choices have you made? Remember that bug on the wall. If others saw how you've been making choices, would you be proud? I don't know why there's this transparency, but there's truth, because people are going to be able to see without knowing the details. They'll be able to read people. Do you find that you're reading people more now? Okay. So introspection, self-analysis, and fortitude. Strong to be able to handle any emotion. Strong to be able to look at any bit of information. And this person may come across as the Ice Queen, like they have no feelings, but they are looking at information. So this is a person, the information is so important, they need to put their reaction over here. You put your emotions over here so you can look at something for what it truly is and not be triggered. Okay? So, air signs are better at that. They're better at sorting through information. A little bit better, separating themselves without being triggered, and then come back in and deal with it as they need to. Now, we've been accused of being Ice Queens. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have. Every sign, every person has their the things that they're good at. Earth signs are better at being grounded, having strength and stamina. Air signs are better at sorting through information. So the next card is a card of isolation. So remember I was saying, so in the beginning I was shuffling the cards before I saw the bug on the wall. And I was talking about somebody here is feeling isolated and alone, and maybe time to call in your soul family, and that doing this work I've had to cut a lot of people out of my life. They just weren't in the right vibration, or I wasn't in their vibration anymore. And so it was a lonely place for a long time. And I started to call in my soul family. But by walking my true path is how I got there. And so sometimes it feels a little risky. But I started being the fly on the wall and looking at my life, and I did not like what I saw. I did not like the way I was making choices. And I did not like the person I had become and what I was allowing to go on around me. And that was a big step for me. So I just changed it, And the way it came in, some of it was big changes, some of it was little changes. But some of the little changes come up to big changes. One day that this is not right. This is not right. This is not right. And then one day you just go, I'm done, whatever that is. And that's how change occurs. Loneliness, reconnection, and home. Who are you reconnecting with? With our star family, with our soul family. We're connecting home. Call them in, call them home. Like-minded people that resonate with you, people that match your vibration. You don't have to question whether they're trustworthy, because you already know. If we question if somebody's trustworthy, that's kind of your answer, right? Okay, that was a long one. I'm going to do 3 more cards out of the tarot now. Just a little bit of insight on each one of these energies here. If possible, if we can just have one. Oh. Okay. So the first one we have hanged. So this is the hangman. So empowerment. Hangman, and that's really good because grounded, strength, and stamina. The hangman is about being so uncomfortable in the position that you're at that you have to change your ideas about how you're looking at the situation. Like when your heart's broken so bad that you can't even get out of bed, eventually you got to go, okay, I got to deal with this. What do I need to do to keep moving on and have hope in my life? I got to drop those swords. I got to get out of bed. 9 of Swords. Don't you love the way that happens? 9 of Swords. I got to get out of bed. Stop the recurring thoughts. Just cut them out and get some sleep. Deal with each thing that comes up one at a time until I'm done with processing that bit of information. Ready to take the next step. Let's look at the Ice Queen now. Not quite. Okay. Here it is. Okay. So I have 2 of Swords here. Ice Queen, 2 of Swords. Okay, this is looking at the information, knowing a decision has to be made, but not wanting to do it. There's this way of my intuition is saying one thing, but the information is showing me something else. Perfect situation for this card. Perfect tarot for this Ice Queen. Okay, the next card is a Wheel of Fortune. This is having dread that is something bad going to happen if I don't decide. I don't want to cause things to go bad. 10 of Swords is releasing. This is getting past the betrayal and the pain. Betrayal and the pain of all these swords being put in your back or in your head in this case because of the ravens in their head. Okay. Why are these coming up here? Because if you don't make the choice using your intuition, this is what's going to happen. Okay? It's kind of like a premonition, a warning card. You could take it any way you want. Don't take the warning. It's just some information. But You'll remember this moment, okay? Use your intuition. You know something's not right, but the information is not showing it. The rationalizing you've been doing is not showing it. But here it is anyway, and it's getting to you. It's getting to you. That's your warning. That's how you start working with the sword of truth, connecting with your intuition. Your intuition always knows, always knows. There's that time that sometimes you go, I knew it. I couldn't admit it. Just because you can't imagine doing whatever is going to be done here doesn't mean, just because you're not capable does not mean other people aren't. So once you start trusting your intuition, you will know who your soul family is. Trust yourself. You know? If you were a fly on the wall, even looking at your situation, what would you see in this here? What would you see? You would see the truth, and you would be able to make that decision. But let go of what your head's telling you and go with your intuition and watch things unfold, okay? So let's look at isolation. Here's the Emperor reversed. So the Emperor reversed is a misuse of power. It's distorted masculine energy, so it could be being too aggressive, being unorganized, and expecting other people to just give you whatever. This is not the way leaders act, okay? This is not the way, maybe that's the way they used to act, but it's not going to work here. That's not part of your soul family. If somebody's showing up this way, you're being asked to consider whether you want to engage in it. If you're showing up this way, I would consider what this is bringing as far as karma, because you know better than that. Okay? This is getting a little bit lengthy. Just listening if there's anything else. If it's somebody you love, I don't think we can force anybody to go with us, because I'm hearing, but I love them. And they're a part of my life. Are they part of your soul family, though? Are they part of this new? Are they part of your future? That is a good question. So we need to look at the information as an ice queen, as a fly on the wall. Just look at the information and put that, but I love them aside. You see, look at the information for what it is, and what you can't see, use your intuition to guide you. Because once you tune into your intuition, it almost never steers you wrong. Never. We don't always have to know why. We just do, and we see the information later. I love you. Trust yourself. You're worthy of that.